Watch out, because you never know where the pig is lurking. Could be lurking right there. Could be lurking right there. So here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women and children of all ages. It's the Lewisville Police Department. Here, myself, and special guest, the man, the myth, the legend, Chuck Bronson, arrive on scene. And we've heard on the scanner that there is an undercover or off-duty officer following this gentleman who either is impaired or is impersonating a police officer. We couldn't make out exactly what was going on, but they needed several marked units along with hundreds and thousands of dollars of officers' salaries to make a traffic stop on this individual. And this is where myself and Chuck Bronson arrive on scene, walk across the highway here where it's the service road, up onto the grassy knoll is what I like to call it, to where we're probably within 30 or 40 feet of where they've got this gentleman stopped, not to cross the rest of the road so we don't get too close to interfering, and at the same time do not become pancakes with that oncoming traffic coming off the off-ramp at high speeds. And there's Lopez. Lopez likes to dry stun people when they're in handcuffs. And there's Brandon Johnson. Let's go, Brandon! Hey, aren't they supposed to have their safety vest on? One officer with their vest on. One officer followed policy. We had an officer following, like an off-duty officer or somebody following this guy. And that guy right there likes to dry stun people in handcuffs for non-compliance, for passive resistance. His write-up says so. I got his write-up. I don't know if you guys want to fall asleep tonight. You got the Watchdog and Chuck Bronson on the case. Uh-oh. Someone's getting a field sobriety test. Uh-oh, plain view doctrine. Yeah, the F doesn't stand for field, it stands for fail. Press Raker in the house. Good to see you're not locked up, buddy. Chuck's over here yelling at the sergeant to get his vest on. They're supposed to have their safety vest on. Per General Orders 4.39, subsection Roman numeral 4, under traffic hazards, it clearly states under, I believe, C, that all officers must wear their safety vest during this entire thing. If you notice, the only officer to do so is Officer Jose Loyola. Even Sergeant Brandon Johnson is walking around with no safety vest. For somebody who's supposed to be enforcing policies and making sure that his guys do the same and follow, he's in clear violation. There goes Brandon. And there's Jose. Jose! Hi, Jose! Hey, your follow-up. Hey, good job having your vest on. Great job. He's the only one that follows policy, fake, ladies and gentlemen. I guess Luis doesn't get to dry stun anybody today. No dry stuns, no seizures. Get your vest on. Officer safety! Did you leave your vest?
I already told you about wearing the vest in the roadway. What are you doing?
He leaves it on the hood. It's on your hood. Oh, nope, it's inside the car. Captain Gordon can't even secure his own vehicle. Poor Jose Laloy over here is the only one following policy, ladies and gentlemen. Press, we're good. Look at this. Look how much distance we got, brother. We're having to scream over the highway traffic just for them to hear us. Like $800,000 in salaries for nothing. Cops make $100,000 a year and have no clue what they're doing. Brownie, stop. Now, I normally don't get out there and shout, but you know what? That guy was not drunk. People poking their nose where it don't belong, like those criminal cops. Now, Brandon Johnson, I got to go back into his file and his disciplinary record because I don't remember what was on it. But Luis Lopez, he actually dry stunned somebody in handcuffs that was doing passive resistance back a few years back, and then he was transporting a prisoner the other night, and he pulled over, said he needed help putting him in the wrap, which is the straps in the back, and restrain him with a backup officer. And then they turned around about 7-8 minutes later, sitting there claiming that, you know, the guy was having seizures, and the guy was fine. He was, you know, he was a little intoxicated, but literally all of a sudden you need help because he's resisting, and then all of a sudden now he's having seizures. Sounds to me like big old Luis dry stunned him again, or beat the crap out of him. I mean, the guy's got a history of violence. He's a cop that's getting ready to hurt somebody. He likes to hurt people. Between him and Psycho Pro Size, aka Darth Brooks, they don't belong being cops. They don't even belong being security guards. They need a job away from the public. You know, maybe like an MMA fighter is more their line of work, but unfortunately they're scared because they can't draw their guns on people, so, and hurt them. Because that's what cops like to do, the violent ones. Now, we've ran into a couple of decent professional cops, but of course they're so new that they don't have any blemishes on their jacket yet, so we don't know what kind of cops we're dealing with just yet. But give them a couple of years. They may have some stuff on their jackets. You never know, folks. You never know.